Tell me, how was last week? I know I was following the game, and I think you guys were kind of up a couple touchdowns, and then it tightened up. Was it like 22-15 or 20-15 or something? But I mean, how?
It was it came. We were up 20-0 going into half, and there was a mistake made on the defense at the end of the half. One of our players blew assignment, lost contain. The quarterback leaked outside the pocket, wound up scoring. They're on their own 15. I mean, I feel if they hadn't scored that touchdown right before half, the momentum wouldn't have been on their side. We came out the second half and had more energy than what they had because they just scored going into half. So they felt a little something. And then we came out the second half and was driving the ball and just dropped the snap. Just dropped the snap on second down, which put us behind the sticks. So then, if you don't complete a pass on third down, then you're punting. So that's what happened. And they had the momentum, they were playing. And then they scored. We came right back and scored and put it back up by 12. Then, we did some things that we didn't probably need to do defensively and offensively as far as, assignment-based wise goes. They scored again. They scored again. To me, they scored again. It was almost late in the game. It was late in the game. They scored again. They had to kick an onside kick to try to get it back to try to win the game. So to me, you scored late in the game. Hoping something happens for you to try to get it back to score again. So then we just ran the clock. I mean, I thought our first game, younger team, we have some veteran guys mixed in, but younger team, played well. We got cleaned up the tackling. We missed a lot of tackles. Cleaned up the tackling, short the assignments on offense. And I think hopefully we'll be fine this week against Sharando. I mean, they're a good team.
Yeah, for sure. Was there anything that Millbrook did that has you concerned going into the next game, or is it something you guys feel like you can plug up this week?
Millbrook did. What Millbrook did was Millbrook came out and ran the single wing. That's what we expected them to run a single wing. And then honestly, we got into pregame, and me and the defensive coordinator, EJ. We were sitting there watching them in pregame. We're like, hey, man, they're doing a lot of throwing for a team that runs a single wing in pregame. So we need to be ready for something else that's going to happen. And sure enough, when we started stuffing their single wing, they kind of did a single wing, but spread us out with it. So then we had, we made adjustments on the fly, something we never seen in film that they did. We had to make adjustments on the fly, and the kids had to make it fly. And I think that took us by storm a little bit. And then on top of that, the momentum swing a little bit right before half. So just us to get our feet underneath of us a couple in the second half and get our bearings back.
Yeah, for sure. How did the guys adjust to those to the adjustments that you asked them to do on the fly?
They adjusted well. They did well. We made some assignments. We blew some assignments in the secondary because it wasn't something they thought they were going to see. So the coverage assignments had to change a little bit. We blew a couple of them. That gave them some passes down the field. But it is. Hopefully we came with the win, learned some lessons from it, and we move forward, try to get this stuff corrected going into Sharando.
Yeah, absolutely. How'd the O-line hold up for you, and quarterback play? You grade them out?
O-line, I'll probably give them maybe a B-. They did some great things. They missed some things still. Some of that stuff you can't see till you watch film.
Yeah.
But I give them a B-. Quarterback, I give a B+. He handled himself well. First year, first time starting varsity. He seemed poised. He didn't get rattled. He made some good throws, made some bad throws. For him, it's about the growing into the position and understanding just the technical side of the position.
Right.
Making sure his drops are right, making sure his steps are right, his footwork is right, where his release is now. You understand release. You're a pitcher. You understand where release points are. You release the ball too high, it's going to sail on you as a pitcher. Yeah. So same thing with him. Same with him. Just understanding everything, his footwork, how he's stepping, where he needs to step, and everything like that as far as the plays go. Just sticking to the craft and learning more of the craft.
Yeah.
Sure. So those two did okay. The running game was Evan runs hard, and he's got good vision. And then with the added bonus of having Tayshawn, they can spell him and do the same thing Evan does, but just have a little bit quicker burst.
Mm-hmm.
You know, it was just a 1-2 punch with those two guys. And I mean, the receiving core is good. So I mean, they just are what they are. They're good. I try to tell Quentin and the other kid, Dylan, who comes in and plays like our change of pace quarterback. I try to tell them when they throw the ball, if you get it in their radius, they're probably going to catch it.
Right.
So,
yeah.
So
Sure. How was practice this week?
It was a mixture. I mean, we had Monday's a walkthrough game plan and installing the game plan. Tuesday is stormed up here. So Tuesday is stormed up here. So usually when it storms, we got to go in the gym. It becomes a little bit of chaos trying to get those guys focused a little bit.
Mm-hmm.
Wednesday was a little better. We got them back outside. It was better. Thursday, the day's a walkthrough. So cleaning stuff up, getting everything right. So all in all, it's okay. We could practice. I'd like to have a better week. We'd like to get outside on Tuesday and practice the whole time.
Yeah.
I mean, and Tuesday's our day that we're actually on the turf the whole day uninterrupted. So we missed that day.
Right.
So, it was good. It is what it is. It's not like I've never dealt with a bad day of practice throughout a week.
Right.
So
right. For
it's
sure.
just about getting them guys motivated, be ready to play tomorrow, making sure they understand all their assignments.
Yeah, I mean, with it being the first home game of the season, there should be no lapse of excitement and, to get out there and go. So that should help. What about injuries? Everybody healthy?
I feel everybody's healthy. I think everybody's healthy. Nobody said anything to me as far as that goes, or our athlete trainer.
Yeah.
I think everybody's healthy. The excitement for the first game is great, but now we got to teach them how to hone that excitement and keep it corralled so they don't blow it all out before the game even starts, and then they're tired before halftime.
Yeah.
So that's the thing, is making sure they just corral it and keep it contained and let it loose when they need to let it loose.
Yeah, that's a veteran coach talking right there. Good game tomorrow.
Keys of the game is going to be, number one, we got to tackle better. We're going to stop their running game. Keep the Santiago kid under wraps. He's a speed guy, but I think if we can stop their running game and make them more one-dimensional with the passing game, I think that'll be more in our favor than letting them run the ball and then not letting them throw it. So I think that's a key defensively, is make sure we gang tackle, get around the ball, swarm it, stop the running game, put them behind the sticks, put them in long distance situations to maybe make their quarterback feel a little bit uncomfortable throwing the ball, and keep it like that. I think offensively is to move the ball. I mean, we just got to stay assignment clean, be assignment clean football, and just I would say attack them, stay on them, and then use our weapons that we have in special places. I mean, we got some things that we've seen, some tendencies that we've seen that we want to try to exploit. So, I mean, we need to make sure there's going to be plays that we're probably going to call that you might only get once or twice in the game. So when we get those, I told the kids today, when we get those opportunities, we got to sure we get that opportunity. We can't blow it by missing an assignment or getting the penalty card on it, because you're not going to get those plays back. So I think we play clean football, know our assignments, catch the ball, no turnovers, no mistakes. That's a key thing for us. Yeah. Do not turn the ball over. We're getting to be where we need to be, but I don't think we're quite there yet. Being the youth that we have up front, the youth we have in the main position at quarterback, we need to keep the ball, hold the ball, and don't turn it over. And I think we can be fine if we do those things. Coming back off of a year that it's not a characterized Rando team. It's not a Rando team that you've seen in the past. I think they lost a lot of seniors the year before, after the COVID year. I think they were really young last year. I think they're kind of still a little young this year. I think they're physical, they're aggressive, and they've gotten more speed back. That's why I think that we need to get after them early, attack them early, and try to be physical with them early, and make tackles when we need to make tackles, and get them off the field. I think if we can get them off the field offensively, and it's on the field, I think we'll be fine. They're a good football team. I mean, they've done a complete turnaround from last year. Same thing with Millbrook did. They did a complete turnaround from last year. So, and I told our kids, like, this is not last year. People just aren't going to lay down for you. Plus, all those teams that you beat up on are we looking for revenge.
Yeah.
So we got to be ready for it.
Yeah, absolutely.